and more than that, I wanted to create, like, you know, you have cell phones. I mean, you have phones and stuff like that. Like in the back in the Chinese and in Japan days, like I had these little radio outposts where you could send a message. You could go and pay them a couple Tuki coins or something like that, or some tokens, and they would radio a phone and send a message out like do 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 or something like that. The upgraded communication systems were expensive, and I had a couple little outposts, you know, in case there was medical emergency or anything like that, and then they would send it to a wire telegram or something like that. I forget exactly. It was in Japan and China, and then later on, so you could pay for messages and stuff to send a message, and um, and also to ask for medical assistance or whatever. So anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, anyway, so later on in Mountain Drive, I want to have cell phones and a network. I want to bring people together in such a way. And I'm already rich anyway, so like I say, the cable TV lines are just my old telephone lines. And then later on, we figured out a better way to do communication through the telephone lines using smaller high voltage wires, I think, or something like that. There's a way that they figured out, Germany or someone, China probably, who knows. Anyway, so so later on, you know, I want to do like person to person video, like over great distances, and even like even the clouds and stuff like that, where you upload the information to the internet or to a site computer and stuff like that. You know, I want to do that, and I want to do like cell phones and communications. Like, well, we can do this, so we should do this. So people can have like phones that, you know, communicate and sell things and all kinds of other stuff. Like I wanted that to happen, and and then you know, and then just like with my DeLorean and with my other projects, you know, even though it costs more, if you can mass produce it like crazy, and also get it out there, that people will buy it, even though it's more expensive. They'll pay for the better thing. And cell phones are, you know, if there's a TV, if it's a TV and communication device, and VCR recorder or you know recorder of images, then it becomes even more valuable and all that other stuff because it's really cool. You know, it replaces all these other items. You know, like I said, the first VCR, the first VHS and Betamax, those were mine. And the first films and stuff like that, you know, I was doing film back in the 1800s or 1700s. So, you know, this would just be, you know, that much further and be easier, you know, and would still employ a lot of people. Not that many, but I mean, well, I mean, program. It's just a different type of people, programmers, stuff like that. You know, it's upgrading civilization. Anyway, I had this idea of connecting everyone together. You know, and I already connected them through radios and other things, but you know, this is a big leap to cell phones and telephones and communication and touchscreen displays and all that kind of stuff. It's a big, huge leap. But if we could get there, then it would be a monumental, huge leap and really cool. You know, and I want it to be done, of course. And like I said, you know, I'm massively wealthy, owner, builder of Renault and Lotus and everything else like that. And it's a really risky adventure. But if it paid off, you know, again, I'd be rich. And you know, so many jobs and so many other things. So anyway, though, but yeah, a long time ago, I wanted to bring people together. This was like 1980, 1970, or whatever. I wanted to bring people together and create like internet and like touchscreen displays and all that kind of stuff. And I think I had them for something else. I already had touchscreen displays, but we used a little thingy anyway. But upgrading of technology and all that other stuff, and it's a high order. But you know, Renault, the company Renault, or my Germans and my French and even my Japanese, you give them a task, they'll walk on water. You know, my companies were the best. You know, they could do just about anything. You know, we've gone to space, we've done rockets, we've done aircraft, we've done tanks, we've protected the world, we put shoes on the world, we clothed the world. You know, we've provided power to the world, basically. You know, my groups out there were epic as epic as me. You know, 800 galaxies epic. So we could do it, you know, and even give me a couple good give me a couple good Germans or French people, and we'll get it done. You know, and or Irish are good too. You know, they're another really good team, and really good team. So and Austrians. So Anyway, though, but yeah, the builders of the world and builders of civilization and things. So anyway, though, but I had my companies and stuff like that. That's how I got DeLorean, Renault, and all these supercars and aircraft and engines and all that other stuff. They're just my teams and people. And so yeah, and the SR-71 Blackbird, I dreamed it up or invented it, and then they built it for me, and it worked. It worked great. I came up with the concepts, and I'm concept leader and concept idea person basically for them. And I mean, I did it more real world before, but now as a rich Lucifer star, then now I'm just concept. I've pitched ideas to my people, and then they do what they want, and they work it out. And like I say, Britain and Germany has always been very, very good, and even Sweden and some of the other ones, still very, very, very good countries and very good, very, very good people. Been with me forever, like I said. Irish have been with me. I know them really well. I wish I could go see them and give them a hug and just be like, I was your leader long ago, but I can't. So anyway, but yeah, there's all that. I mean, I even led the Black African tribes at one point in time. I used to lead them long, long, long ago. Although, ever since there was a self-proclaimed God and King of Men, that kind of ended, and they went psycho. So anyway, but Germany and England and like I said, the first four queens, and also getting England started and everything else. Like, I mean, I was the leader. I led them. I communicated, coaxed them, and basically, got them into this place and time where, things could happen. So, and anyway, though, and I'm just like really wealthy and rich, and and then Nixon and John McCain and some other people went psycho and wanted to just steal it all, as they say. So anyway, though, and like deny me and keep me secret or hostage or something like that. I don't really know. They were psychopaths, so like 5 or 8 psychopaths banded together to be psycho, and they were very psycho. But anyway, in the general scheme of things, though, because I am the creator of humanity and everything else, like it's just one planet and just for a little while or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I know I'm the creator of 800 galaxies and everything and the real Lucifer star, but I mean, they still have free will and they could lie and do whatever. I have no way of stopping them really. But well, I mean, others do, and that did come down. It's like, well, it's not necessarily me. It's others. There's 800 galaxies out there, and 12 types of life, and thousands of races that knew me. Like we were broadcasting to space, telling them that I was here. Because I am the creator of 800 galaxies and everything. So, I'm not afraid to admit it. It's true. So, the real Lucifer star. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, and I'm like, well, whatever. Other people are like, you're bluffing, kid, blah. It's like, oh. I'm not even going to get into it. I don't really give a fuck. Give me a gun, I'll shoot myself right now. There, the creator of 800 races is dead. 800 galaxies is dead. Well, I think it's like possibly more like 3,000. I don't know. Like, it was a lot. It's kind of like one of those things, once you get started, and then more are created because of what you already did, so. It just started like this chain reaction and all that, so. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'm just like this epically huge person, and and then there's a couple people being like, no, he's not, and being annoying. So whatever.